Hi, I'm meteorologist Tony Petrarca of the Pinpoint 12 Fork Center. Snow out starting to ramp up quite a bit in some areas right now. I got a report from our weather watcher John in Burrillville, and he says it's near whiteout conditions there and about 6.5 inches of snow. Now you look at the Doppler radar, and the darker blues indicate, now this is as of 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where some heavier bands of snow on. One is right in here, this dark blue strip right in here. To the south of that, it's light to moderate snow, but this band has been sitting over northwest Rhode Island. I'm going to show you a picture on North SCITUATE. It's coming down hard as well. But there's more heavy snow off to our south that's expected to fill in. So really the heaviest of the snow is now. We're taping this as of 2 o'clock through about 5 o'clock in the evening. And, you know, all this precipitation as this storm is spinning offshore out towards New York City and Long Island, New York, all has to pivot through this afternoon. So the heaviest of the snow. We're getting snowfall rates in some areas like Burrillville, 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour. And there you go. This is a picture out of North SCITUATE, and these snowflakes coming down like the size of quarters. This is the intersection of Route 101 and 102, so coming down fairly heavily there. Even when you pre-treat the road, sometimes the snowfall rate just overcomes any chemicals that are on the road. The net result is that you're getting snow-covered roads right now, and that will continue. We look at Providence. This is of course, the Highway Bridge. Let me get rid of my mug here. And you can see the poor visibility of the fog and the steady snow. It's not quite as heavy in Providence as it is in, say, Burrillville and North SCITUATE. That's not to say that it won't get heavy in the city. We do expect it to. And these visibilities have been coming down to some of this heavy snow, and there's a fog. Statewide accumulation of 4 to 8 inches. Now, based on what we're looking at in Burrillville, you know, they'll easily get to that 8-inch amount, and not out of the question for them to even reach 9. So snowing heavy there, but a general 4 to 8. Pete Mangione is in Providence. He's in the city so far about an inch, and let me check in with Michelle. The team is working. We're just all kind of we're remote. Michelle had reported it was about 1.5 inches in Barrington. Now that was an hour ago, so that her amount is probably a little higher there now. Steve Machagrano is out he was out in Swansea. He's covering parts of Southeastern Mass, talking about some of the roads being wet, obviously wet, but slush covered as well. So we take a look at the temperatures, which, you know, they're around the freezing mark. So it's a wet snow, and it should be a mainly snow situation. I think any mixing of rain is going to be reserved for Cape Cod and the islands only. So our threat tracker remains obviously high through 6 o'clock. And then tonight, this evening, first of all, I expect the snow to be ending completely by about 10 o'clock, but certainly a weather alert for snow-covered roads and poor driving conditions, even though the snow will be winding down. Monday morning is actually a dry day, but you know, there may be some travel issues. Not every single road will be down to bare pavement, so be mindful of that. And the winter storm warning continues through the evening up until 1 a.m. on Monday. So just after midnight tonight, and then things will be easing later in the evening and during the overnight hours. So again, coming down as expected. You know, the afternoon hours having the heaviest of the snow. If you have light to moderate snow right now, it'll tend to get much heavier through at least 6 o'clock this evening. And looking at all, you know, our webcams, and we got our reporters and photographers that are out, and even our meteorologists reporting, you know, snow conditions out here. The roads are getting tough right now. The visibility getting poor as well. I'm here in the studio. I've got my coffee. And I'm here about the entire duration. Mike and Shannon and of course Yanni coming in as well. So I'll be updating here in the weather office. I'm going to try to do these videos at least on the hour because things are changing so rapidly. And certainly, you know, follow us on our weather app and on social media as well. So that's the latest. We'll talk to you again in about an hour.